Welcome to another walk on 6 legs, and I am standing in Stoke Common, which is well worth a good look round because it's like nothing else in the area, but you will need boots. It's marshy, isn't it lovely? But we're actually going to go that way.
The spooky Stoke Poges walk is a short circular walk of just under 5 miles, which loops from Stoke Common through woods, farmland and meadows to the White Horse pub at Hedgerley. Start by leaving the site of special scientific interest and take the path opposite, right next to Fly Tipper Central.
Why the spooky walk? Well, I don't know if the derelict building back there gave any kind of indication, but the start of this walk is really eerie. And the last time I came up here, all I could hear was shotguns going off. So basically, at some point off the main path, you need to turn right. And if you turn right too soon, you get to here. Buildings and buildings and buildings, massive mansion house type thing over there, all just totally forgotten about.
Keep following the concrete road until you reach the end, and then take the path on the right towards Fulmer. There's usually a way around the puddles if you don't like getting your feet wet.
And this is what scores this walk negative marks on websites where it appears. It's the M40. There isn't a single time you cannot hear the M40 on this walk, apart from possibly when you're over that way somewhere, but we'll try that later.
Turn right and keep going, and eventually you'll reach 2 paths parallel to each other.
So technically speaking, this is the wrong path. We should be on that one over there, but it's pretty much impassable, and the view here is better.
Actually, I lied. The other path's prettier, and it's currently less muddy. Billy, no mates? Either path brings you out onto this rather fast-moving road. Take the lane almost directly in front of you and follow it to its end. After a short stretch of footpaths, you'll end up in open fields.
Still next to the M40, but you know, quite pretty. Last field before the pub. Puddle.
It isn't, but you can tell yourself this if it makes you feel better.
Top of the hill! Okay, I lied. It's not the last field before the pub. I mean, it just feels like the last field for the pub, like it's like one big field, but it's probably about 3. And here we are at the end of the last field before the pub.
Follow the lane before turning right towards the church.
Come on, dog. Pub. great place for a sandwich and a pint.
Leave the pub and keep going until you take a private drive on your left. This will bring you back onto the path you came on. Retrace your steps to the last field before the pub, then take the footpath to the right, diagonally across the fields.
And it's into the woods and up the hill.
The first short, sharp shock of the walk is pretty steep, but at least it's short. Keep going until the path forks, then turn left and head towards the farm buildings. From here it's almost a completely straight shot back to the car. You might be away from the motorway, but you're never away from the plains. You'll pass some curious horses here, and what looks like a bull and his girlfriend, all behind 5-path fencing. If your dog's likely to duck under to investigate, you'll want to put them on a lead.
Heading up to the road now, and then it will be the last path on the way back to the car.
This stile brings you out almost directly onto the same fast road you crossed on the way. There's a small side gate that opens for dogs, but if they haven't got good brakes, I'd definitely put them on the lead.
And here we are, back at the dodgy abandoned buildings and the slightly suspicious concrete road. We are back at the car and going to tiptoe through the mud and wind our way home. And hopefully it won't be a year before we make the next one. See ya.